Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do,
Just what to do, just what to do.
if what you're feeling is really true,
Is really true, is it really true?
just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geri Petito Show on Hamilton Radio. Anyone out there who knows me knows I am the author of I'm Not an Addict, I'm Just an Ass. I'd rather be a smartass than a dumbass. Because, guys, 30 years ago I was a dumbass. This 30 years I will be celebrating a changed life of being a smartass. That's right, that's right. Everyone else out there who knows me knows I'm one of the biggest Elvis fans ever. Okay, yes, I am. And I never got to see him, but I do have the ticket. He passed away right before that concert, and I have that ticket in my Elvis room framed. I also had the pleasure of interviewing Elvis's nurse, Marion, and I'll tell you what, now I can die smiling, okay? But today, it's not about how much of an Elvis fan I am. This is for every single Elvis fan out there. I want to introduce someone incredible to you, and I'm going to tell you his name, and then he's going to hit us with an incredible song. Landon James, Teen ETA, take it away, baby.
Celebrate himself too much. Old little story, I still understand what I'm talking about. Down there, a plant that grows on the woods in the fields. And there's some of that turnip green. A big buddy calls it hope salad. Now let's hope salad. Oh. Anyway. I just don't go down there. Shoot Johnny's and take a mess of it. Carry it home and cook it for supper. Except you don't have to eat. But you did alright. And down in Louisiana, where the alligator grows on me, there's not a girl that I swear the world. Hey, alligators look at me. Oh, man. Oh, everybody said it was a shame because your mama wasn't working on me. Vicious. The Rary's home. Lord have mercy. Oh, every little course of time, she go down by the truck patch, take her mess of old Sally, carry it home. Oh, everybody said it was a shame. Oh, your mama wasn't working on the change. Yeah. It's a good book that you go real legend. Daddy was a lazy little town. He got mad back. All her brothers were good folks. There was one of them side of mine. Oh, said Daddy, are you ready? Oh, everybody said it was a shame, yo. Oh, the mama was worrying on you. So the little boy said to the guy, you want to be with the chick. So the little boy said,
Landon James, everybody. How you doing?
one more. Chicka, chicka. Chicka, I got a little book that you wanna be the real magic. You wanna be the real magic.
Amazing. Landon, all right, give me 1 second. I got to let everybody know to share this show, guys, please. And also, click and subscribe to the Geri Petito Show YouTube channel. Click and subscribe and share this show. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. You say it.
Thank you very much.
Landon, listen. The reason why I wanted to interview you, and I've interviewed you before, right? We did one other one, right? And I think we have another one in the works as well, I believe. Do we have another one?
Yes.
Okay. This is why. I know so many ETAs personally. I've been to so many of their shows, backstage, blah, blah, blah. They're all good, you know. You are 16, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
So I have to know, and I want everybody out there to know, what started your love for Elvis? I mean, you're only 16 and you're keeping his music alive. Thank you for that. But what started your love for him?
Oh, you're welcome. And it really started a few years ago when I first watched Full House. I don't know if you ever seen that sitcom back in the 80s, but so John Stamos, you actually can hear him at Graceland, but basically, he used to love Elvis and, singing, tributing, and he would always say, like, Lord have mercy. But it was just great seeing him, and then I was like, who's Elvis? And then basically, I started watching some Elvis videos, and I used to start with the 50s and stuff, and I was a little kid, so I was having this high little voice, like, hey, but basically what happened was I was listening to all these love songs, and I'm like, love songs. But then, after like a year or two, I really got into it, and I got one of the little jumpsuits you could buy at Walmart, and I was singing with Elvis in front of the TV, like you can go on YouTube on the TV, and basically I was just doing some moves, and I was kept saying, like, thank you very much. I was like, hey, baby, but basically, though, ever since, then I just started getting into it. But about for this past 1 to 2 years, I've been really getting into it. And it started, I think, in late 2019, because I started my first contest at the Windy City Elvis competition. And that was kind of like the first big thing I did, kind of starting my career. But next weekend, I'm going to Tupelo, Mississippi for a youth Elvis competition. So I've been kind of practicing for that, But, for this past few years, and ever since, the pandemic started, I've been practicing a lot more and really improving on my craft, because I really like to be, you know, like an authentic, you know, really fun tribute, you know, to Elvis, and just have a great time, you know.
So, okay, I have some silly questions, of course.
All right.
All right. The silliest one I'm going to ask you, let me get that out of the way, okay? So being this teen PA, did the girls go crazy over you?
Man, there's too many. No, I'm joking. But you know, I haven't really got a chance though to really perform a lot yet. You know, it's been already starting.
Gotcha.
You know, so I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with the ladies. You know, I'm a charming guy.
I don't have a problem with the ladies. I'm talking about even older women, not older, you know, 40-year-olds that videos. Like, you know, do they flirt with you?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah, heck yeah, right?
You know, the older ladies love me, man. But and you know, I'm only 16, and I have these ladies texting me, you know, just like, hey, when are you gonna come to Britain? You know, and I'm like, oh, okay. But you know, it's fun, you know, bringing back the memories of Elvis to them, and you know, kind of that, like, you know, I have to be a little careful because, you know, I'm only 16, but you know, I bring back some of the, I guess you would want to say, like, a sex appeal of Elvis he had back in the day, because that was kind of what boosted his career and started what Elvis Presley is known to be today.
Yes. You know, it's funny because, again, I'm a huge Elvis fan, and I've been a fan of Elvis since before school. That's how little I was, because we used to get the TV guides in New York delivered to our doors, okay? And I remember I would always run for the TV guide and open it up and say, Mommy, Mommy, because they would have Elvis's name in block letters. He would be on every week. And Mommy, Mommy, Elvis, Elvis. She'd be like, okay, I'll let you watch Elvis this week. Now, I just remember these silly things about it. And we can't explain it or describe it. He just, to me, when I hear men say this, I give him a pat on the back. And I'm like, you're being honest. Most beautiful, sexy man ever alive. Okay? Simple.
Yeah.
So, and then his voice on top of it when he did the music industry. So, talk about that a little bit, about how you feel about what Elvis did for the music industry.
Well, my opinion on it is, you know, Elvis kind of started the whole rock and roll thing. So, you know, when he started in some studios and did, you know, That's Alright Mama in 1954, that was kind of the thing that, you know, kind of started it all. You know, but I think he brought something different to the table, you know, having such, you know, different type of moves, and also just his overall style and personality he brought, which kind of changed. And, you know, Elvis said over time, because, you know, the 50s, 60s, and 70s are all different eras. And Elvis kind of said in some of his interviews, like, you know, you have to change with the music, you know, and so, you know, he kind of changed over time with, you know, what people were wanting. In the 50s, it was more like the hillbilly, rockabilly. 60s, it was more for his, like, movies. And in 70s, it was more of, like, orchestrated kind of rock and kind of country-ish vibe, you know. But, you know, he brought a lot to the music industry, and especially now having a legacy over the past, you know, man, like 50, 70 years.
More than
No, it's
50.
crazy. I love it. Someone can have that legacy in the music industry. It's very inspiring to so many musicians. So I think Elvis played a big part in the music industry, being an inspiration to certain music icons such as the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Bruno Mars.
Oh, yes.
You know, yeah, it's really neat.
Amazing. It's amazing. So let me have you ever been to Graceland?
Oh yeah, I've been there. Sorry, man. I'm still sweating from poke salad, but but no. So I've been to Graceland a few times. The last time I think I was there was 24. I can't give you dates, but it was a few years back. I went here in April, but it was really cool just to see the ETAs and, you know, seeing the house Elvis lived in and being in it. It's just so cool, and you felt like Elvis was there with you. It's just such a cool feeling, and my favorite room there is the TCB room. You know, so I really love going there, and I know a few people did this before. my old guitar teacher, High Crespo, he did it. And I want to make my room one day like a TCB room.
Sure.
Because oh yeah, it was so cool, you know, with all like the 30 TVs on the walls and stuff.
I
really...
did a poker league back in years ago. I gave it up in Mercer County. It was called Midnight Owl Poker. And I have a poker room here, and I made it an Elvis poker room. And I had an Elvis poker table made, 3,000 Elvis chips. And a man down south made the top for me. And I had to sign papers that it was just for my home use, and it's pink and purple. It's absolutely magnificent. And even the men that come, they're like, this is incredible. Incredible. So it really, I understand what you want to do, of course. So now, do you know the virtual tour? Have you done that yet for the Graceland?
Actually, we're supposed. Well, actually, my mom set us up for me, my father, and my mom for the virtual tour. But there's like some technical difficulties or something, and I think something really came up last minute. But we didn't get a chance to really do it, and it sucked. But you know. But I saw the other people that post online all about it, and I saw what it was about, and I thought it was really cool. And, you know, people that answer the questions, you know, and, you know, just say what they like about it. You know, well, I think it's pretty nice.
I did it in March. That was my 60th birthday gift to myself. And the reason I loved it is I've been to Graceland several times. I was there a few years back as well. But with the virtual tour, they actually open up the pink Cadillac, show you inside the cars. They do everything. Really? They go into the corners of all the rooms. Yes, it was amazing. So I would rather do that than go back to Graceland because you're seeing everything you never saw before. Very cool.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it is. And speaking of like the cars and stuff, I remember seeing the cars, but especially they had the section where they're auctioning off some of his stuff. And they shouldn't have auctioned it off. They should have kept it and put it, you know, just, you know, that's just my opinion, you know, people can take it or leave it, but, you know, I just think it would be cool for everyone to get to see everything Elvis had. And I would have loved to see his rings and to see, you know, them being just how they looked on him, you know, and seeing him in person. I also love to see like all the microphones he used, some of the maybe just writings or stuff he had, you know, people never got to see. You know, it'd be really nice.
Interviewed by George Klein there when I was last there a few years back, and it was amazing. And you know, like I said, it was just unbelievable. And Priscilla Presley now knows who I am, and she sent a hello to me, and I was supposed to meet her, and the pandemic happened, and that didn't take place. But I'm hoping that's still well. So
you got to tell her about it. You got to tell her about me.
Don't worry about it. And she probably already knows, but don't worry. I'll make sure of that. But she probably already knows about it. I'm going to tell you one more little silly Elvis story on my end, and then we're going to play one of your MP3s, one of your songs, and then the rest is about you. I was there a few years ago, like I said, with a friend from Australia. Now, Limpy walks with a limp, so we call him Limpy. He was born with MS, but he's fine, except he has his one leg is a little shorter and his arm is like this, okay? But he's mentally fine. He's a poker degenerate like me. And we go, and he's a huge Elvis fan. Okay, so he comes from Australia. We go to Graceland. We're on the Lisa Marie plane, and the last room on the plane is the Elvis bedroom. So it's got plastic covering it, and it's got a little sign that says, "Do not touch." So I give him my camera at the time. And I said, listen to me. I'm going to lay on this bed, and you're going to get the photo. Mate, we'll get arrested. I said, I'd love those headlines, too. Jersey girl gets arrested for laying on Elvis's bed. Come on, I'm in. Let's get arrested. I give him the camera. I go to lay on the bed. I'm laying there, and the alarms go off. So they had it rigged, and I'm sure on purpose, because every woman and gay man in the world is going to want to lay on that bed. So he drops the camera, doesn't get the photo, and runs off the plane. Okay? To this day, I want to beat him up over that. So,
oh my goodness.
Click and subscribe, please, to the Geri Petito Show YouTube channel and share this video. So, Landon, we're going to play one of your songs. Okay, Ruben, take it away.
Great.
Yay! Amazing. So, tell us what that song means to you.
Well, it's one of my favorite songs, to perform on stage, and it's just the feeling of the song really gets to me. When I see Elvis get really into that song, and, I just think about, during the song, I think about my life, I think about my parents, family, and everybody, and I just kind of take it out on the song. So, like, all my emotions and feelings, I just put into that song, and for some reason, that just always why that's like my favorite song, because I get to put all my feeling into it, I love it.
Are you able to answer this question? What are your top 3 Elvis songs? Because it's hard to answer, I know, but.
Well, it always changes, but right now I can't really do like a 1, 2, 3, but I can give you 3 songs that are cool. So, Bridge Over Troubled Water, actually, Polk Salad Annie, the one I did earlier. I'm getting into, doing all that like move stuff, but man, a 3rd song. Well, I'm just gonna give you a 50 song because I want to change it up a little bit. I've been getting into the song called Money Honey.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that's kind of a different song, but I really like it. And I do a 50s tribute as well. I do the 70s, but I've been getting into the 50s stuff, like doing all the leg movements, the lip, like you gotta do a lip, all that,
So, were your parents Elvis fans?
No, not at all. Well, my dad said he remembered when he was younger, he listened to a few of his records because my grandma is more the Elvis. But to be honest, I really got it from Full House and John Stamos. And then later on, I found out my grandma liked Elvis back in the day. And actually, a funny story that goes with that is, so she was in school and the teacher asked everyone if they liked the Beatles. Everyone raised their hand besides my grandma. She loved Elvis. So I thought that was always kind of a little cool thing. But, my parents were into 80s hair bands, like Metallica, Guns N' Roses. But, ever since I started Elvis, actually, they've been very supportive, always loved it. And they actually know all the songs now because they can always hear me upstairs right here, just singing all the day, singing all the time, So,
About how old is grandma?
Man, I can't remember. 29. No, she's 71 years old.
Okay. So I'm only asking because I'm 60. I'm a young Elvis fan. Okay, real. I mean, like as crazy as I was my whole life for him, a little bit younger. So yeah, back in the day, every single all right. So back in the day, I don't remember ever hearing anyone ever say they didn't like Elvis. Her age group, you know what I mean? Like. And now today, little kids, my granddaughter is 5 and my grandson is 20. My daughter had them very far apart. And I brainwash her. So if you ask her who are the cutest boys, she'll say Christian, her brother, and Elvis. And, listen, I can't help myself, okay? So they know Elvis very well. Do you have all his music, all his songs?
Oh, yeah, like... I have Amazon Music, so like I'll just put on all of his albums, on my phone. But I do have the records, and once in a while I'll play them on a record because it just has a cool sound off of it, But I listen to a lot of Elvis, and there's a lot of Elvis tributes which, listen to other musicians, and it's crazy though because I only listen to Elvis. I'm very into Elvis. Because, a lot of these guys are like, oh, I listen to Kiss, I listen to, country artists, I listen to, just so many different stuff. And I'm like, I only listen to Elvis, so when you do all these country songs, I can't repeat them all. Josh Turner I do, because I used to listen to Josh Turner, but, though, I listen to Elvis, and actually, this is something people won't get this vibe off me, but I've been listening to a lot of Willie Nelson a lot lately. I've been into the old country kind of vibe, so I've been getting into that a little bit.
That's cool, though.
Yeah, it's different. You know, my favorite song from Willie Nelson is to be Angels Flying Too Close to the Ground. They're always on my mind because, you know, Elvis did that, but Willie Nelson did a good version as well.
Oh, so that's beautiful to hear from you. That's beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I love that. So now, do you want to do a couple songs for us in a row? Give us a little mini concert here?
Yeah, for sure. I'll be happy to.
Do it.
Got to get the mic up because I'm too tall for this, man. Too
Do
tall.
your thing, baby. Do your thing. A little mini concert, and it's free, people. Just share this.
Yeah, the price for it is you have to share it.
Yes.
We got so many songs I could choose. But
Landon James, amazing.
well, thank you very much. So this first song, this is one that not a lot of people do or you will hear, but this is a song called "It's Over." It's one I was doing. Aloha from Hawaii. It was a little song like this.
You're tired of everything, all you need is stay. The love you share can hardly speak. You know, coming day to shine in our light. I just realized our night is over. When you walk away from me, there's no place to come ahead. Except to share my eyes against the slowly rise of light. I want you to walk away somehow, but I have to let you go. Cause it's over. If you knew just how I really feel, you might retake it. There are so many times that people have to love and then forget. Oh, there might have been a way somehow, but I have to let you go. Cause it's over. So I turn my back, turn my collar to the wind. Oh, it sounds, trying out to think it all. What's in my fear for you? All the sun is true for me. But it's over. Every time we're not moving things, all you need is stay. The love we share could always be. We don't come here to shine on light.
We might have attacked. Do you hear me, Ruben?
It's over.
Man. Thank you very much. Let me turn back on my camera. I'm gonna let it turned off.
Yep.
There we go. There we go. Thank you very much. So I'm gonna change it up a little bit, and I'm gonna do a 50s Elvis song.
Here we go.
Do a little something.
Yeah.
So we gotta change the voice. We gotta change the voice up a little bit. Gotta go way high up. All right. Gotta get the guitar going, you know. My hair is in the 70s style, not the pompadour, you know. Going all high up, you know. Gotta get this baby going. Ready? This is Money Honey.
All right.
know my landlord rang my front door bell. I let it ring for a long, long spell. I went through the window, I peeped through the blind. Then after you tell me what was on his mind, she said, "Boy, honey, boy, honey, boy, honey, but if you want to get along with me." Well, screamed and I hollered, I was so hard pressed. I called the woman I love best. I finally got my bed about 3:30. She said, "I'd like to know what you want with me." She said, "Boy, honey, 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 boy, honey, but if you want to get along with me." Well, I said, "Tell me, baby, what's wrong with you? Well, this the hard romance is through." I said, "Tell me, baby, your face to face, but how could another man take my place?" She said, "Honey, honey, 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 well, if you want to get along with me."
If you want, you can hit us with another one. Up to you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's do it.
That was some of my 50s tribute. A little something different. All right, so this next song goes a little something like this.
They're the best.
Divine love of the Father, waiting for us of His wife. You, Lord, have been risen for something time never done. It's one hill after another. One by one by one. Oh, this love only gave me a mountain, you know I've been every time. But if you love me, Lord, just here, well, you gave me a mountain this time. Oh, we're tired of the heartaches, tired of grief and strife, so tired of working for nothing, just tired of being my wife. She's my warm ray of sunshine, she's my pride, my joy, she's my reason for living. She took a small, maybe a boy, but out this time, Lord, He gave me a mountain, you know I've been hurt. But if you love, Lord, is here.
You gave me a mountain this time. Oh, you gave me a mountain this time. A mountain this time. Oh,
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Wow.
Thank you. All right, so sweet. Thank you very much.
Elvis is looking down, smiling.
Oh, thank you. Means a lot. Thank you.
But it's the truth, man. It just blows me away. Your love for Elvis is incredible. It's just incredible.
Thank you so much. And yeah, you know, it's definitely different to see a 16-year-old like, hey, Lex Elvis. But a lot of people, I remember like you were saying, earlier, like a lot of people these days, are really getting into it, and I think that's great.
I want to share something with you because it's going to be your generation and this child who's going to keep Elvis going way after we're gone, because I'm going to be interviewing an 8.5-year-old ETA wannabe.
What's his name?
He goes by Dion. That's his name, Dion.
That kid sounds familiar.
Okay, so I will tag you when I put the ad out for him because we don't have it all set up yet. It's going to be probably on a Thursday. Hamilton Radio's giving me an extra day on Thursday to do it. All right.
Great. Thank you so much.
So that's what it's all about. And I mean, again, when we're gone and all, you guys, to keep Elvis alive, listen, he'll never die. His music will never die.
I never think his music will die, no matter what. I always think there's going to at least be a few fans out there. I never think there's going to be none,
Right. But,
there's a lot of the elderly fans, and then there's a lot of the young fans. So these young fans have to keep it up, and especially like my age, up to like 25, we have to keep telling our kids and tell our kids, just keep doing it, So obviously my little boy, when he's really older, I'm going to make him Elvis, man. I'm going to make him Elvis. I got it.
I love it. I cannot wait for that day to come. Don't rush things, but I cannot wait for that day to come.
I'm not rushing right now. No, I'm too busy right now.
No, but that is so cool. So, what else? Like, let me ask you this. Were you singing before this fascination with Elvis? Like, were you already into music?
Oh, yeah. So, ever since I was 5 years old, I started on the guitar. So, I played a lot of, like, more, well, I don't want to necessarily say real classical, like Beethoven and stuff, but it was really with, like, just a old school way of learning, not with like tablature. There's some musicians out there which knows what the difference between tablature and notation are, but I'm not going to give a whole lecture about it. But basically though, there's like an old school way, which is notation, and I kind of learned the old way, and I do a lot of older written songs by like Mel Bay or Hall Leonard or stuff, and it kind of taught me over the years. But I've been playing about 10, 11 years. Or going on 11 years now, and it's been doing good, But I'm doing the Elvis thing. But I always like to have my guitar on the side and jam out, or just it's a very good stress reliever too, just sitting down soloing for hours, man. But it's great,
Have you put together any CDs?
It's funny actually. A few people have been asking me that, and I didn't think people were wondering about that actually, but I guess people are. So, whatever the people want, I'll get. But probably in this next year after the contest and stuff, because I think the contest this next upcoming week in July, when I do the Just Pretend Elvis competition on July 29th or 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, But after I do those competitions, I think my name's gonna be out there a lot more where I can put out a CD and give them to many people.
Okay. And I have someone, if you need someone, I will help you with it and get your first CD out. How about that?
All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk in private about that because I'd love to get out a CD and I'd appreciate if you could help me.
Okay. It'll be my gift to you. We're going to help
All
you
right,
get
thank
this.
you very much.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you.
Just, yep, keep me posted with all that.
Oh,
So,
for sure.
what would you like to say to all your fans out there and all your up and coming fans?
A lot. No, I'm joking. But no, I like to say, just thank you for everyone who's been supporting me for this past year, But to be honest, though, there's a lot more to come because I've been not really showing myself in public a lot because ever since, COVID started, it kind of stopped everything for me because I was actually supposed to do like so many contests last year, but I couldn't because they all got canceled. But I took this year to practice and, I look back at lives from a year ago when I first did like my first Facebook Live and I was like, man, I sucked. I was like, man, I really got better. I was already all right, but, I got way better, and I improved, The MP3s I sent you sound good, but I've been even practicing so much more, every day, and, just saying to all my fans and future fans, just thank you. And if y'all could support me, that's going to be the best, because what keeps me going and what keeps Elvis's legacy going is having the fans. And that's what really matters, and also making people happy,
Beautiful. Tell them how to get in touch with you. Tell them whatever that is.
Oh, all right. All right, so y'all can check me out on Facebook at Landon James, and also you can check me out at, I'm going to say it kind of slow just to, make sure people get it. But it's called the ETA Eruption Livestream Showcase Group. And then there's also Landon James Fan Club -ETA. But I'll post links in my profile. I bet Geri already tagged me in a post so I can put it on there for everybody. But yeah, people can go check me out on there. But Landon James profile is where I really have people. But also I might start a YouTube channel soon. It's probably going to be called Landon James ETA. I already had one kind of started called that, but I had not really touched it in a year. So I'm kind of going to start from start one, just start it. So probably like Landon James or Landon James Fan Club or something like that. But I'm going to post videos on there, my tribute, and share it with the world. And that's going to be great.
So beautiful. I want you to do that. I cannot wait. So we're going to play MP3 of yours. Okay, Ruben, take it away.
Out one night a year ago. Don't know why you'd run, but you run to or from. All I know, I want to bring you home. So walking, getting ready, coming for a ride. Was Louis, Kentucky back roads. I loved you much too long. My love's too strong to let you go, not knowing what went wrong. Kentucky rain keep pouring down, and on my head's another town, and I'll go walking through, and the rain in my shoes, searching for you. Outside Jim's door, said yes, she's been here, but the memory wasn't clear. Was it yesterday? Oh wait, the day before. Finally got a ride from a preacher man west. We're out on such a cold afternoon. As he drove on through the rain, as he listened, I explained, and he left me with a prayer that I find you. Kentucky rain keeps pouring down, another day's another town that I'll go walking through. In the rain in my shoes, searching for you. In the cold Kentucky rain, yeah. In the cold Kentucky rain, yeah. In the cold Kentucky rain, ooh. In the cold Kentucky rain, yeah. In the cold Kentucky.
You are so adorable. Listen, you are cracking me up. I have a question. When you're in school, you walk like down the hall singing Elvis and doing doing these dances, moves, and all that.
Well, before I did like online school, yeah, I'd go down, like going down the hallway, I'm like, folks, no, I just kidding. Yeah, but people knew me as the Elvis kid. I was in school, and I sang with the school jazz band and sang a few songs, but I was way younger and had a very high voice, so I was like, you ain't nothing but a hand up, but but it was fun though, people enjoyed it, and people loved it, something different, and usually you would think you would get not trying to be negative here, but like bullied over it, where people putting you down, but surprisingly enough, people actually like it. And I think that's the great thing. Yeah, and I was very surprised. And I think that's very cool how people let you like your certain music, even though it's different. Maybe they just tell you to your face they think the music's cool, but in the back, they're listening to rap, and all that, Yeah, but I kind of like it, it's not like my big thing, I just not really my deal,
I've interviewed so many musicians from back in the day, superstars, legends, to today, up and coming superstars. And not one of them ever said they didn't love Elvis. Not one of them. So I think no matter what music the average person may like, how old they are, you bring some Elvis in front of them, honey, and they're going to smile and be like, it's Elvis. It's Elvis. First of all, Elvis, I always post this, and you may be cool, but you ain't Elvis cool, okay? There's never been a cooler cat than Elvis, okay? I mean, think about it. In the 50s, in the black leather jackets. I mean, right? 60s, he was cool for the hippies. 70s, he was cool. So he never wasn't cool. Every era.
He was always cool. Yeah, he was always cool. And that's why I like to kind of, obviously you keep it on the stage, or keep it in public, but, in private, I act like, like totally Landon, in public, though, you have to, act a little bit, but there's some people that, don't act like Elvis at all, but you have to do it just a little. You can't overdo it because then it just seems rude.
No.
But, I just try to portray it, on stage and, all that, but I'm a big Elvis fan and I love him, and he is a cool cat, and I think it's cool to others to see me portray such a fantastic, unbelievable, phenomenal person, and just someone who changed so many people's lives. I think it's really great.
So I have a question for you. We have another MP3 of yours, but do you want to sing a couple more?
Yeah, for sure. I'll be happy to.
So I'll tell you what. You have the floor. You want to sing three, whatever you want to do. You want to do a concert, you have the floor. Okay, we have plenty of time.
Cool. Just gotta move over the mic.
Yep. Landon James, everybody.
Ooh, so this next song, this is one a lot of people know, and I like to go crazy in this song. So, we're gonna, I like to have some fun. I like to have some fun. But this next song goes a little something like this.
Stop, look at this today. Well, that's what love's in me. It's all about the day today. Well, that's all right with me. Stop, look at this today. Well, that's what love's in me. It's all about the day today. Well, that's all right with me. Some people say I wasted time, but they don't really know. I like what I see what I like, it gives me such a glow. First thing in the morning, last thing at night. Look, stare, everywhere, you see everything inside. Stop, look at this today. Well, that's my philosophy. Oh, it's all rubber that keeps me. Well, that's all right with me. Some people say I wasted time, but they don't really care. I like what I see what I get. Gives me such a glow. Sitting on the back porch, all by myself. But I came there again with somebody else. Hey, look at this today. That's my philosophy. It's all over the key, that's all around with me. Hey, oh, hey, 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 hey. Hey, oh, 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 hey, hey, hey. Stop.
All right. Thank you. I love that one, man. I love it.
Come on. Love them all.
Seen a quick sip of Wawa.
My Elvis songs are in categories. Okay? Because I have to put them all in categories.
So what's your favorite Elvis song then?
So, again, they're in categories.
So
my
in
favorite
70s?
song, we have like all different songs, right? But my favorite gospel song, "How Great Thou Art."
I'll do it for you.
Oh, let's do it.
No, it's one of my favorite songs, and my grandpa really loves this one. But no one could hit the note like Elvis did. That's just the big thing,
That's okay.
But here's my version of "How Great Thou Art."
Thank you. Oh, Landon.
You're welcome. Appreciate it. Here you go.
When I'm home, so wonder, consider all the girls have made. I see the stars, I hear rolling thunder, my power to run.
shall come with shout of acclamation to take me home. What joy shall fill my heart? And I shall bow in whole adoration, and then proclaim, oh my God, how great thou art. And sings my soul, Savior God, to thee. Oh, how great thou art. How great thou art. When sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art. How great, how
Beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you. Oh, so beautiful.
Well, I did the 74 version where Elvis' voice cracked. No.
So beautiful.
No. Thank you very much. No, Elvis, and there's this album called Elvis Chaos at College Park. And it was one of his shows that was kind of like, but he voice cracked at the note, and I was trying to I was being authentic today. No, I wasn't.
That's great. I love your sense of humor.
Oh, thank you very much. Wait a sec, I got to do it because you told me you wanted me to do it.
Here we go.
Thank you much. Thank you. All right. Would you like me to do one more song, or?
Okay, so I'm going to ask you, this is pressure, because even 40, 50-year-old ETAs, some of them can't even do it for me. So this is pressure, and if you can't, I understand. Such a night? Okay.
Well, wait, when is our next, do you know when our next show is?
I do so many shows, repeat. It's in my book. You're
Right.
in, but you want to wait? Wait.
Actually, you know what? I'll give it a shot.
Give it a shot. I don't care. Okay? Yeah. And you know what? You're a lot braver than the older ETAs, because some of them wouldn't even give it a shot.
All right. At least I have the lyrics next to me. No,
I'm on cloud 9 right now.
you know what's kind of funny is Such a Night just came up right away. That's kind of funny.
Okay. It might be meant to be.
Hopefully it's meant to be after I sing it. No, I'm joking. No. All right. Here we go.
This is great.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was a night. It really was such a night. The moon was bright. Oh, how bright it was. It really was such a night. And I was alive with stars above. Ooh, what it kissed me. I did fall in love. Oh,
was a kiss. Oh, how I really was such a kiss. Oh, how she can kiss. Oh, what a kiss, and what it really was such a kiss. Love's a part of her lips, just a baby to find. Oh, I'm your lips, I'm the desire. But I gave my heart to her, you surrendered. All I remember, all I remember. Oh, the night, oh, what I know really was such a night. Came the dawn, and my heart and love, and the night was gone. But I'll never forget the kiss and the kiss in the moonlight. Ooh, such a kiss, such a night. It was a night, oh, that was such a night. Came the dawn, and my heart and her love, and the night was gone. Oh, I'll never forget the kiss and the kiss in the moonlight. Oh, I remember, I'll always remember. That night, oh, what I was such a night. But I kiss, I had to call her little love. But I gave my heart to her, sweet. How will I remember? I'll always remember. Oh, that night, oh, what I was such a night. When we kissed, I had to call her little love. Well, she's gone, yes, she's gone, and the gone, and my love was gone. But before that gone, yeah, before that gone, before that gone. Such a
So wait, I am going to publicly say something, okay? It takes a 16-year-old to do what Elvis has done with that song, okay? Listen, these older ETAs are afraid to do it, baby. You did it. You're not going to do the ballpark, okay?
Oh, thank you.
16-year-old Landon James, everybody. Amazing, and thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. Very happy to do it for you.
Oh, my gosh. That was amazing. Okay,
Oh,
amazing.
thank you.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, that's the problem. I needed a 16-year-old to sing it. There we go. Wait till they all hear that. They are not going to be happy. So, Landon.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh my gosh. We're coming to the part of the show where now, if there's anything else you'd like to share, tell everybody anything that's going on with you, we're gonna have you sing one more song, then we'll close out, I think, with the MP3. So we'll calm everybody down with the MP3. But
Cool.
you have the floor. You can say anything else you'd like to say, or you can ask me any questions. You can talk about anything else you'd like. It's your floor.
Thank you very much.
And I'll let you take a breather. Yes.
All right, so I'm going to give a speech real quick. No, but no.
Whatever you want.
Well, I'd just like to say thank you to you for letting me on your show. And also, I want to say thank you to my wonderful parents. I love my parents very much. And I have a wonderful family, like my grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, my dogs, everybody. But, my parents are really what could make me what I am today, because they really do a lot. They help get me certain equipment. They motivate me. They're honest with me, which I love because, my dad will give me honest critiques if I don't sound right, even though he's not musically inclined at all. But, he just is a fan, but they're very honest and I love that. And, they're just very wonderful to have in my life. And I'm thankful for that. And also I'm thankful for the wonderful fans. And actually something funny. So I was looking down and laughing during the MP3s were playing because a fan was texting me. She was like, "Ooh, what girl said you want me in Britain?" Here, let me just say this. Thank you, Karen. But but I can't remember. No, no, she's a big fan of mine. She's one of the big fans. You know, like there's Jean. Also, there's I think her name, the new fan is Karina. There's Leanne. There's a Kathy Brang. You know, a lot of the ladies, man, a lot of the ladies. But you know, they're all great though, and you know, there's so many other fans I could say.
Wait,
You
I
know,
have a question. Is Karen's last name, does it start with an L?
yes,
Karen Levy?
Lane.
Oh, okay, because she's a friend of mine,
Yeah.
Karen Levy. She's gonna
All
love
right,
it.
she was watching the show. She kept texting me. She was like giving me the kiss emojis and stuff. I was like,
Oh, that's great.
ooh, I got to leave. No, but nah. But you know, I just want to say thank you to my family. Also, thank you to my wonderful fans. You know, and to be honest, there's a lot much more to come in this next few days. Because if when I get on that stage, and this happened to Sean Clush. Sean Clush wasn't known at all at first. He's an ETA, you know, very famous ETA. He went on stage for the first time at a contest, and look where he is now. Because of that first contest he won, he became what he is today. So maybe if I go there and show what I have to offer, people will do the same. But I just hope, though, that, you know, I'm going to practice for these next few days. I have about a week, actually. Yeah, I have a week, 7 days, man. Woo, baby. But, you know, I have a week, and, you know, I'm looking forward to be performing with some good youth Elvis tribute artists, and hopefully I win, because then I want to perform on stage with the live band, you know, and get them money so I can, no, because they think I'm just all in it for the money, but, you know, I'm really not, you know. No, I'm doing it for the legacy of Elvis. No, I know, but I'm doing it for the legacy of Elvis. Also, the $1,000, it's going right back into my tribute. I always spend it on new suits or new guitars or anything that's gonna make the show better for my audience. That's what I've always been doing, whatever the audience wants. Which most of the time, all the ladies want me to have the button-down black shirt when they want me to shake my hips. And you know, I don't mind it, but you know.
Ladies want it, what do you want to do?
If the ladies want it, I'll give it. No, I joke. But you know, I just want to say thank you to everybody, and you know, there's a lot much more to come in these next few years or days, you know, weeks and years, you know, and I'm very excited.
I have the date of your next show. I want to show everybody. It's going to be November 6th on Beverly Nation, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard. This one is a phone interview, everyone. Let me just, wait, where we at here? Okay, so this is a phone interview. Okay, and did you see my little ad here? Someone made this for me.
Oh, I love it. It's cool.
All right.
That picture of me was when I was young.
I love it. I just love it. I did different ones of you with all the different ads. I just love it. And I was like, we're going to do something cool here. So what we'll do now, Landon, first of all, I want to say my thank yous first and foremost. I want to say my thank you to you for giving me more than one interview, for giving me any. I think you're incredible. And again, I have to say this, what I love most about you is that you are only a teenager and your love for Elvis is unbelievable. So I want to thank you and all the other young ETAs out there for keeping Elvis alive, because you're our hope with Elvis's music. You're our hope. So I want to thank you.
Very much.
And thank you to your family for raising such a young, beautiful young man. I could tell inside and out, you know?
Oh, thank you so much. Very appreciate it.
Everybody click and subscribe to the Geri Petito YouTube channel, the Geri Petito Show YouTube channel, and please share this video. So Landon, what we'll do is we'll have you sing one more, and then we'll close out with your last MP3. All right, sweetheart?
Cool. That sounds good. So this last thing I want to do today is a thank you to everybody. This is called The Wonder View.
Yes.
When no one else can understand me, when everything I do is wrong, you give me hope and consolation. You give me strength to carry on, and you're always always there to lend a hand in everything I do. As a wonder, the wonders of you. When we smile, others brighter. Touch my hand like you. Oh, kissing me is wonderful thing. Oh, love me is everything. Oh,
We may be having a speck of tech difficulty right here, guys. Ruben, can you hear me?
When Christ shall come with shout of acclamation to take me home, what joy shall fill my heart.
Then I shall go in humble adoration.
Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm one day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do.
Just what to do, just what to do.
If what you're feeling is really true.
Is really true, is it really true?
Just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Love's the answer, the greener